Yo, hello, it's tutorial time. I'm working on a disco house funky bassline type of affair, and I'm thinking it needs some sort of vocal loop. So I'm going to show you how I go about doing such a thing. Okay. Firstly, I'll create a MIDI track. And find a suitable a cappella. I haven't got many here. This is just for the purpose of this tutorial. I'll flick
There's a
some,
movement going on.
Some a bit more busy.
Talk dirty to me.
No, it's a bit whispery.
First time I saw baby.
No,
I can't believe it. It's all over.
that might work. Okay, so I've created the MIDI track. I'm just going to drag that a cappella straight in, and it'll whip it in a simpler, and then down the side here you've got slice, which then chops the sample into little snippets, and each note on the keyboard will be a different part of that vocal. So now it's just a matter of playing around and trying to make some fancy pattern, and then there's a number of things you can do after that to try and make it a bit more exciting. You see that? So I'm going to just do a couple of patterns I have in my head with a few of the notes, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to solo that. Oh, no,
Beep. 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 Here. The beep. Beep. Here is the
it won't sound brilliant straight away. It's a matter of taking a tiny idea and working on it and moving notes around and shifting the sample around, various things like that. So let's have a listen.
beep. Beep. I just got 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 beep. Beep.
I'm literally just whacking random notes in here and getting some sort of foundation to play with at the moment. So I'm just dropping them wherever, basically doing trying to make a happy little mistake, which is this is how they normally happen.
Beep, beep, I just got beep, beep, I just got beep, beep, I just got beep, beep, I just go, I just go, beep, beep, go, beep, beep, go, beep, beep, go, beep, beep.
So if you get your, we'll live for that one for now, but it could be better with a bit more time. But let's just skip through it just to give you the idea, and then you can hopefully do it yourself. So what I'll normally do when I get something I'm quite happy with, I'll then copy that over four blocks like that, and on this last block I'll have a little bit of variation with this. Now let's get rid of these. If you draw in a diagonal line like this, it will play the sample in its order, so it'll do a bit of mumbo jumbo for the first 3 bars, and the last bar there'll be a little bit of a change just to make it a bit more exciting. So if you have a listen to that now. open that. So it sounds alright-ish. So, bit of reverb, just to give it a bit more. Normally I'll put a kickstart on it, which is, if you don't already know, it's just like a sidechain effect plugin. So that is kickstart. Put that there. And that'll make it bounce a bit more. And then some reverb. But drop the mix right down, and the decay, and the size, and a bit of low cut. And then if you get that far, and then like I do many times, you want to completely change it. If you just basically slide this up, it'll change where it's starting from. So I'll loop it, keep it looping now, and I'll flick through it, and then you can, like I say before, you can get some happy little mistakes with this. It's a really good idea. Another thing you can do as well is, there's a sensitivity on here. If you lower that, it basically makes the slices wider, so it plays a bit more of the sample per MIDI note in effect. I'll just slide it up as I go along now. And obviously if it's not in the same pitch as the rest, you can also flick while it's playing, play about with the transpose to try and, you know, sort of get it in a similar key or the same key as the rest of the tune. It doesn't always work like this, but you know, these are all little things you do just to get it sounding sweet. And then, if you again want to completely change it, say you're semi-happy with that, I'd duplicate it, mute the original one, and now with this one, which is just a copy of that, you can then drag a complete new a cappella in here, and then you can have just complete different. You can change the pattern as well, or there's a number of things to do, but we'll just drag another a cappella in. Let's whack that one in there just to see how it goes. It has put this back to the start, but again, you can work your way along that to try and find the best portion, and also obviously the sensitivity. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so I hope you get the idea of it. It's brilliant. You get lost in it, playing with it for hours. It's always good though if you find something you want to completely change, just duplicate it, keep a copy of that original, just so you can end up with about 4 or 5, and you can flick through them, or you can use several different ones in the same track. It's, you know, world's your oyster. Okay, well, I'm hoping that was of some use to somebody. I'm hopefully going to do more of these. I've got a few other little things that I do that I'd like to show people, and it's quite enjoyable too. Okay, cheers.